Hello everyone and welcome to this POV review by Autotop NL. My name is Max and today we are here with this Mini Cooper S electric all-4. So the PHEV plug-in hybrid version of the Countryman Cooper S. We have a really nice spec, I think, dark blue, really nice wheels, and there are some features like this thing. That's for the plug. We have sort of a yellow greenish S. And then there's another logo there. So it's very dirty because we had a navigation route planned in for us, and well, it turned out to be quite a bit off-road. So let me just show you the inside of this car. And there we have the yellow button again. So let's start it up. So that's on now. And in electric mode. So we're going to take this for a drive now. And then later on we will incorporate the John Cooper Works version as well, which we're driving after this. So that's all electric mode. We can switch between the different modes down here. So if I toggle this switch, I can switch between save mode, auto e-drive and max e-drive. So all electric mode, an automatic mode and a save mode. So if I put it in save now, it will constantly switch on the engine to load up the batteries. So let's begin in electric mode, because this will do 125 kilometers an hour in all electric mode, which we're in right now. So this is really nice actually, because the electric motors feel quite powerful, so you don't really feel like, I mean, this is full throttle, it's fine, especially if you're in especially if you're driving around town and stuff like that. So let's switch it to auto e-drive and it will switch on the engine. So this hybrid version of the Countryman will do 0 to 100 kph in 6.8 seconds, and that is really nice. And the normal petrol version of the Cooper S will do more than 7 seconds. So that's really cool that this hybrid version is actually quicker. It feels much more torquey and alert at low RPM, or low RPM when the electric motors are working. So I'm in save mode now. We are on the motorway, and this is when you are saving the energy and charging the batteries for when you are in town later, and that works really well. The switches between electric and petrol engine are seamless, they are very smooth, and well, just everything really works well. So I'm in sport right now. Let's put the gearbox in sport, and so we're in auto e-drive. Let's just floor it. So now we get that 3-cylinder engine with those electric motors. It's on full e-boost right there, and well, it's quick. It's not really that fast. The electric motors are most beneficial at sort of low revs and lower speeds, because that's really when you feel that torque of the electric motors. So when you are really flooring it and revving the engine out, it doesn't feel that powerful in the top range anymore. That's probably also why I don't have any pedal shifters, because that gearbox really needs to shift quite early, I think, to keep that electric motor going. If you watch this screen closely when I floor it, just give me a second. Okay, so you see the power and the torque, and then it suddenly starts dropping down quite significantly. That's because I think the electric motors are shutting off, and that also explains the very limited top speed of 198 kilometers an hour, which is really not that fast for 224 horsepower, but you know, that's because at the top end this is just a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder 136 horsepower car without the electric motors. So let's switch to the Mini Countryman John Cooper Works to have some more fun. See you in a minute. So here we are with the all-new Mini Countryman John Cooper Works. Very cool spec, I think. That sort of gray, garbage bag gray, we call it. Really lovely spec with those red elements, those black wheels. All these details are black as well. So this, and the rear lights and this piece. We have dual exhaust, which really bang quite loud. You will hear that in a minute. And we have these quintessential Countryman stuff, so that means it can go off-road as well, of course. It's an all-4, so we have 4-wheel drive, unlike in the hybrid version, which had the engine in the front powering the front wheels and had an electric motor powering the rear wheels. So this has just conventional all-4. And I have to say, I really love this spec Countryman. I think it looks really cool and chunky and funky and chunky funky. Yeah, let me know, what do you think? I'm curious to know if you like it as much as I do. Okay, so let's go for a drive and see what the fastest Countryman is all about. So in here we have really nice sports seats with an English flag on the back of the headrest, which is really cool. And well, we have a sports steering wheel with an English flag there. And what else? It's just a Countryman other than that, but I think the interior is really nice. I think they improved it a lot compared to the old one. Okay, so let's go for a drive. This, of course, is the most powerful engine Mini provides. So that's one of the downsides immediately there, because I think because this car is so much more heavy than a hatchback, for instance, or even a Clubman, they all have the same amount of power. They all have 231 horsepower, which I think, you know, in a car that weighs over 1500 kilos, they could have added a bit more. So this Countryman John Cooper Works will do 0 to 100 kph in 6.5 seconds and onwards to a top speed of 235 kilometers an hour. So we have it in sport mode now, gearbox in sport, and you can hear that exhaust popping away. So let's open the sunroof. And I think you can hear that. It's a pretty nice sound. It's really sharp. So handling wise, it feels like quite a high car and quite a heavy car. And although 231 horsepower is enough to get it moving, it's barely enough to get it out of a corner quickly. So especially on roads like these, we're in the south of the Netherlands, which is a lot more, which has a lot more hills than the rest of the country. You feel that when you get out of a hairpin, it struggles a bit. This is also where the Countryman is made, so there's a factory not far from here, and every Countryman and every Mini convertible is made here in the Netherlands. So all those English flags should be Dutch. It just should be fun, and I think they have really succeeded at that, because that exhaust is really fun. It looks really cool and a bit cute meets sporty, chunky, and I think that's the aim of the Countryman, and I think they have really nailed it. It's really the only SUV with a sense of humor. So I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, guys. You can subscribe by clicking on the little icon in the bottom right corner. You can follow us on social media, just search for Autotop NL. And I hope to see you at the next one. Bye.